So I've done a few videos in the past of text messages and guys texting women and things just going completely left. And dudes are just saying things that's just completely thirsty and turning women off. And it seems like, hey, you initially get her and you're texting and you're chatting away and you're so happy to have her number. Then eventually, the more you talk, you're going to end up saying something crazy. That's why I always encourage you guys to stay off of that phone texting, because you're going to talk yourself out of a good situation. You're going to talk yourself out of a date, and you're going to talk yourself just overall out of some buns, because you're running your mouth too much and you don't know what to say and you're getting too excited. Now, several ladies have shared text messages, which I'll probably link the videos here of some of these disasters. And I know personally, and a lot of you guys that's watching the videos have been in situations where you'll read these text messages and you'll cringe because you'll think about, oh man, I did something like that. And all of us can reflect on it. So I just wanted to do this video to get into texting that attracts a woman versus repel. So first of all, I always say, let me reiterate again, the phone is only for setting up dates or seeing a woman. It's not for chatting back and forth all day, especially when you're just starting out, because you're more likely to make a mistake or say something wrong to turn her off because you don't have any skin in the game. This is a woman that you may have gotten her number, as opposed to a woman that may have approached you or somehow you gotten her number or whatever through other means. But you can still mess up, even if it does seem like she's into you. Her attraction level initially could be but you guys will say something to turn her off. As I said, set up the date, guys. That's primarily what it's for. Any text messaging after that, you should not be doing. Text messaging that turns women off is hello, beautiful, good morning, good night, what you doing, all of this stuff like that, especially when you're just meeting this woman. If she's texting you, that's different. But you don't want to be responding to her like immediately, and you don't want to ignore her either. Jared, what are you talking about? This is confusing. Why can't I just be myself? That's not how it works. You can try that and see what woman may be on that type of time. I'm not saying there aren't women who like to text back and things like that, but the majority of women, especially if her attraction level isn't too high, she's just like, okay, I get this guy my number, I don't have anything else to do, I'm texting him. Just by texting her something, or even a good morning or a good night, will turn her completely off, because she's like, okay, this guy is just too into me. And fellas, trust me, this is just how it is. And the more you do that, the more you turn her off. So you have to stop doing that, the what you doings and things like that, depending on what type of chick you're dealing with. The WYD, what you doing? Hey, just thinking about you. Hey, I miss you. All this stuff like that. You got to cut it out. The phone should only be for setting up dates. If you're going to ask her out, you're going to ask her out and you're going to set a specific time and date. Hey, are you available next weekend? She'll come back and say yes or no. You'll say, okay, this time, this place, see you there, or I'll pick you up, whatever. But typically you want to see her there. So that's it. That's on the phone typically, unless there's certain situations where you send her a text. But most of the time, you're going to be asking her out over the phone. That way you can tell her interest level over the phone, and if she really wants to deal with you or not. And it doesn't give her time to sit back and read a text and just dismiss you right there on the spot. So you got the date. You do not text her in between that, whatever time that is, you don't text her. You can call her again to check to make sure that the date is cool, or some situations you can text her to make sure that the date is still on. But I prefer you guys to call, get straight to the point. All that other, hey, what are you doing? Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Women can't stand that shit. Is boring. That shit will turn her off. That will dry the box. It shows that you're needy. Even something as simple as good morning and good night, fellas. Don't do that. Also, you don't want to be cracking jokes on the phone, because she might not find your humor to be funny. You might not be a funny dude, and she's probably like, this dude is trying too hard. You don't want to try and crack jokes and all those things. Leave that for in person. Let the mystery be there. Let the lack of thirst be the attracting point to you. You know what I'm saying? Just leave all that stuff out the way, because you're more likely to mess up trying to impress her with cracking jokes. Another one, believe it or not, that a lot of you guys do is, when can I see you? When can I see you? Instead of just calling her up saying, hey, are you available at such and such time? I'd like to take you out to this place, this time, this place. Straight to the point. Not all that, when can I see you, what you doing? That completely turns her off, guys. Do not do that. The goal is to get some skin in the game. The goal is for there to be some point where she's texting you. Sometimes also before a date or even after, you can ask her a simple question like, hey, what's your favorite perfume? Or do you like sushi? Or do you like such and such? Just to have her mind thinking. Women like to talk about themselves. So just asking her a simple question, I think that's important too as well. Hey, what are you wearing? And women love to think, okay, he asked me, what am I wearing? Women love to know that. Just, hey, what are you wearing tonight? And she's going to want to know why. Ask her a question. Just give her a choice, red or white. Just ask her something like that. Red or white? Red or white what? Red or white wine? And then she'll tell you. And then you just leave it at that. You have to leave women sometimes on an open end where she's wondering without closure sometimes. You're just asking her a question. That way she's thinking and you're engaging her with stuff like that. She has to think that you're actually thinking about what it is that she likes instead of just wanting to clap those cheeks. This is what women find attractive, guys. Women want to know that you're interested in them and what they have going on. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Keep telling you about the book. People like to talk about themselves, but especially women like to talk about themselves and what it is that they like. You can practice this on your social skills by going to the mall, asking women questions about what do they like on a guy, what type of cologne do they like, all these things. Women like to give their opinions on stuff. Even if she is reserved and introverted, she still likes to give her opinions on things. And a woman that you're interested in is no different. Ask her things about herself, about her appearance, about her hair. Acknowledge certain things that a man normally wouldn't acknowledge, like her nails. Even if you think it sounds suspect, or you appreciate her nails, her shoes, her heels, her toes, things like that. Even if she had her lashes did, you know what I'm saying? Say something like that. Women like the fact that you pay attention to detail. Women find that very important because women care about what other women think. And if you're noticing that as a man, it says a lot. So pay attention to detail, guys. Compliment her, ask her questions. And if you're going to text, even after a first date, you text, make sure she made it, and you just let her chill. Just because you had a successful first date, you don't go bombarding her with good morning and good night texts after that. I've learned that over time, women don't care about that text message stuff. They don't care because she's got hundreds of other dudes messaging her, good morning, beautiful, good night, beautiful. Women don't care about that until you get her attached. Once you get her attached, then yeah, she's looking forward to it. But the majority of women don't care about a good morning or a good night text, fellas. So stop that. That stuff doesn't work. It's better to just not text at all until you have some skin in the game and she's texting you. And then again, you're not always going to be available because as a man, you should be busy. You should have things going on. You can't always be available to text. And this is what she values. She craves to get that response from you. Just my thoughts. Stay off that phone. Stop the good morning text. Good morning, beautiful. Good night. What are you doing? When can I see you? Stop all that stuff as for on the phone and things like that. If you're going to text, every now and then send her a text unless she's engaging you first and then asking her questions. That's going to keep her interested. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. And that's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.